We're live.
Live from our Facebook.
We're going live.
We're live.
To around the world.
Is it all over the internet?
Yes.
This is J-Word.
Posted on Facebook. What? We're live.
Live from our Facebook.
We're going live.
We're live.
To around the world.
Is it all over the internet?
Yes.
This is J-Word.
Posted on Facebook. What?
What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your guy Jay Worth, repping GKP, out of Memphis, Tennessee. You're watching Good Morning GKP. Y'all come on up in the building. It is a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, y'all. I count it a blessing to be on top of the ground and the ground not on top of me. Y'all come on up in the building for a minute. It's time to get it. Oh yeah, very simple, straight to the point topic. You dig what I'm saying? Memphis crime, y'all. I'm asking a personal question this morning. You dig what I'm saying? As a citizen of Memphis, Tennessee, what would you recommend be done about it? Okay? You know, this personal today, you know. We all live here. You dig what I'm saying? But we all don't get the opportunity all the time to voice our opinion about what should be done about it. So I'm opening up the platform this morning for opinions, okay? From the everyday, ordinary people. You dig what I'm saying? I know we hear a lot of the propaganda from politicians and the police directors and the mayors about, you know, things that may be being done, but you know what I mean? I don't know about y'all, but we fail to see, at least me, I fail to see the results a lot of times of the things that they say being done, okay? So, hey, simple, straight up question this morning. What would you recommend be done, okay? About Memphis crime. Y'all know what's going on. They stealing cars. They breaking in businesses. You dig what I'm saying? They breaking in homes. You know what I'm saying? Shooting at each other up and down the highway. Shooting each other down in the neighborhoods. You dig what I'm saying? Robbing old ladies at the ATMs. You know what I'm saying? Shooting and killing ladies over cars. Okay? Y'all know what's going on. Well, I'm in here this morning just to ask the question. You know, I want to hear from y'all. You know? What would you recommend be done about the crime in our city? Okay? I'm giving y'all the flow today. Now, if you got something to say, that's fine. If you just want to stay hush-mouthed and keep letting your neighborhood get done like it's being done, keep letting your community get just crime-ridden, then that's fine. But if you got something you want to say, if you got something that you can offer to better in the situation, then hey, this platform is yours. Y'all see the number going across the bottom of the screen? Feel free to call the number 901-610-1343. But I hit the button this morning just to ask that question. Y'all let me know how you feel. You can put it in the comments or however you want to talk about it. That's what's up with me this morning, okay? What would you recommend be done? Okay, you know, everybody got bathroom opinions and shit, but nobody really want to come out and just say what it is. So this is the opportunity. I don't care if you're a politician, if you're somebody running for office or whatever. Come on up in here and chop it up with Jay Worth. You dig what I'm saying? The platform is yours. But we all know how crime done got in Memphis. But you know what I mean? Everybody want to duck and dodge the real elephants that be in the room sometimes. So hey, the phone line is open. What would you recommend be done? Okay? I'm anxious to hear y'all. Okay? Share the video. I got time today. I got the phone lines wide open. You want to call in and offer your opinion, your uninterrupted opinion, then hey, give me a call right now. The platform is yours. Babies dying all around the city. You know what I'm saying? Negligence everywhere. You dig? What's going on, Memphis? I want all of y'all speak up at once, okay? And if you come in here, make sure you're speaking to me. Don't just be on the outside looking and lurking because you really don't want to chop it up or you don't got nothing to say and you just cool with your neighborhood instead of being overridden with crime. I feel you, okay? If that's your stance. John King, I see you in the building. What's good, bro? Memphis crime, y'all. What would you recommend be done? Okay? Damn what all the people that's saying, trying to, you know, just trying to make everything look good. Let's talk about the harsh realities of it. What you think need to be done? How are we gonna make Memphis a better place when it comes to crime? Okay? That's what I'm interested in this morning, okay? If you got the answer or if you want to chop it up about it, the number is 901-610-1343. Call in and chop it up with GKP. Uninterrupted. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all see the number? Y'all know you can't call into everybody's program and be uninterrupted, but I'm allowing you the opportunity to call in here and be uninterrupted and be heard. Right now, give your opinion on what you think needs to be done as far as Memphis crime. You know, have you been a victim of Memphis crime? Have you came back out to your car and it was on blocks? Or the windows was busted out and shit all over the ground? Okay? You're the person I need to hear from. You know, We can no longer be afraid to speak up and speak out. You know what I mean? Bishop Bob, I see you in the building. Bishop Bob says the 2 elderly black women that were stabbed in their home in Parkway Village, excuse me. That's terrible, yeah. And I just shared this morning that there still have been no arrests made, okay? So people just doing crimes and just getting away with them, basically. Dwight Rogers, I see you in the building. Happy Wednesday to you. So they doing crimes and basically just getting away with it, and you know what I mean? What do you recommend? This is y'all time. Y'all know I run my mouth all the time. But I'd like to hear from other people, other citizens of Memphis that go through and have to deal with the same things the others have to, okay? Greg Martin, I see you. What's good with it? Call me and talk to me about it. The floor is yours, okay? (901-610-1343). Call in. Let's chop it up. Let me hear from you. Jesse Phillips says, my son just got his car broken into while he was at work at the hospital. Okay? Y'all know we've been seeing a trend of that. At the hospitals. Okay? What do you recommend be done? Good morning to you as well, Bishop. Let's talk about it. Share the video. Feel free to call in right now. The platform is yours, okay? Especially if you got something real to say, okay? It's gonna be uninterrupted. I need you to speak. I want to hear from the good old ordinary people like myself. Okay? Jesse Phillips says they need to have harder punishment for these teenagers. Well, that's one thing. I agree. That needs to be done. Definitely tougher penalties. But where do we get the tougher penalties from? The lawmakers. The same lawmakers that's giving the kids privilege to walk around and have a gun permitless at 18. You know what I'm saying? Gun violence is definitely escalated, even though it was already prevalent in the city of Memphis. When they passed that law, they passed last July the 1st. For those that might not know, you know, the permitless carry law was passed. So now basically everybody got a gun. You dig what I'm saying? You go to the corner store, the gas station, the mall, anywhere you at, chances are somebody packing. And they packing right out in the open, okay? Because the law says they can, okay? Just saw a man the other day standing in the store, had his weapon on his side. They peeped him out. What they do? First thing they did, ran in and grabbed that weapon off his side, beat him down, and then went outside and robbed some more folks. This how bold our city done got. You dig what I'm saying? But don't nobody want to talk about it, okay? Tootie, I see you in the building. Good to see you, sister. Coming on up in here. Good morning once again to everybody that's coming up in here. You dig what I'm saying? Greg Martin says, the crime issue in Memphis can't be solved by the mayor or the police alone. The citizens have to do our part as well. And the black community has to have that hard conversation amongst ourselves. I agree, Greg. But these are the kind of things we don't want to talk about, okay? Because the first thing we gonna do is try to find a way to enable these kids to keep on doing the same shit. Because why? We gonna let them run the sympathy trip on us. We want them to be rehabilitated. We want them to be reformed. Fine, I'm all with that. But how many times and how many chances do you give them before you determine, hell, they ain't trying to be reformed? Put that ball and chain around their ankles and swing blade in their hands to cut grass from sun up to sundown 7 days a week. Let me put that back up there, John. 7 days a week. I know it's just wishful thinking though. Yeah, hell, the parents won't even put a damn lawnmower in their hand around the house. They scared to go in there and tell them to cut the grass. Take the damn garbage out. This what we dealing with. I just talked about that yesterday. The yaps. The yes ass parents. The only answer they can think of is yes. It's never no, you can't go. Or no, you can't have. Or no, you shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, you're right. Probably is wishful thinking, John King. Bishop says, black people in Memphis don't trust each other. Well, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you preaching to the choir right there, because I've been living here all my life, and I ain't never known a town that's so, you know what I'm saying, untrusting, and that's pretty much almost 80% African American. But no, we can't get along. We can't work together. We can't sit down and have the conversations that we need to have because everybody got to be up front. No one wants to play the follower. Everybody got to be the damn leader. If I don't get to say nothing, then I ain't gonna do nothing. You know how it is in this town. Look at what's going on right now. It's time for people to run for all these seats and stuff. And look how evil it becomes. Look how cutthroat it becomes. Why? Because that's what we do. We don't build each other up first. Our first thought process is to tear each other down. We expect the young folks to be able to get along, but to be honest, most of the grown folks don't get along. Most of the grown folks out here with that crab in a bucket mentality. Because we so scared we ain't gonna get no recognition. We so scared somebody ain't gonna let us speak, or ain't nobody gonna call our damn name. So nah, we ain't going to the meeting. We ain't gonna have to sit down. We ain't showing up to talk to nobody. Because they ain't gonna talk to me. But the only time we wanna show up is when a damn camera in our face. Not really about the cause of things, but we want to show up to put the camera on our face for a photo op for 5 or 6 minutes. Then we go back into the shell that we came out of. If we don't show up for the cause, we show up for the cameras. When every one of us walking around with a damn camera in our hand every day and won't use it to do something positive. We walk around with smartphones all day long being dumb. And we wonder why the kids can't get right. Because our ass can't get right. Because every opportunity we see to tear each other down, we seize that opportunity. Before we seize an opportunity to try to build each other up. I mean, it's obvious everybody ain't gonna always be on the same level or playing field, but what difference does that make if we all on the same mindset of trying to make a better city? Trying to make our communities better. That ain't got nothing to do with how much money you got. That ain't got nothing to do with how popular you are. That ain't got shit to do with how many views you got. That got something to do with all of us coming together on one accord with one common goal. But everybody always got to cut side deals. We live in that city, the side deal ass city. I'll be cool with you against them because I can't stand them either. But at the end of the day, me and you ain't going to be getting along either. After all of it's said and done. Why? Because I really can't stand you either. But I'm just dealing with you because why? I got a problem with them. And this is the kind of city we live in. So a lot of times it pays to just be isolated. to stay away from the mess. Don't pollute yourself with the mess. Keep yourself clean in a city that's full of dirt, dirty-minded people, people that just can't wake up and have good intentions, people that wake up every morning with plots on their mind, with schemes on their mind. How can I hurt this person? What can I do? What can I say? To most of the times, benefit nowhere, benefit nothing, no gain. It takes all of us. I don't give a damn how powerful you think you are on your own. At some point in time, you're gonna have to, it takes the group. Everybody gotta get together, focus on the things that's really priority. I don't give a damn if you from the streets, the sanctuary, the federal building, 201 Poplar. It's gonna take every damn body. All this separatism that goes on. I don't fool with them, I don't fool with them. Man, grow up. What is that benefiting you? By keeping those constant thoughts in your head that you don't need no damn body. You got this. But what do you really have? Crime in Memphis, y'all. What do you recommend be done? Now come on up in here. Don't be on the outside looking and lurking. Come on up in here and let's talk about it. Because I can assure you, I can show you the kind of things that's going on in our city each and every day. How do we fix it? How do we even attempt to fix it? All right, Greg, here we go. Greg, you just should have called in. I'm gonna read it, but you writing some real paragraphs here. Greg says, we as black people have to stop using the sympathy angle when it comes to crime, or namely, slavery oppression. Look back to the 1993 crime bill, or 3 strikes law. Everybody was all for it when it was passed. But then it started to tell an uncomfortable story, and it's still doing it. Then, about 10 years ago, the city tried to crack down on the crime on bill. And well, once again, we deemed it too hard on black people. We want the police to help us, but not be in our neighborhoods. How is that gonna work? Real. You know, and let's just face it. Even the war that's going on with the people versus the police, okay? I do understand that there are bad apples in every entity you can think of. You dig what I'm saying? So of course we have some bad police. But that's no reason to label all of them like you done found out others are. Okay? Because at the end of the day, as I just said, at some point in time, we all gonna need each other. Hell, if something happened at your damn house, you ain't gonna call Ghostbusters. You dig what I'm saying? Let me say that shit again. You come home and your house broke into, you ain't calling Ghostbusters. I don't give a damn how many times you done hollered F12. Okay? Somebody carjack your damn mama, you ain't calling Ghostbusters. So a lot of times it's just a front. We need to quit the games. If somebody rob your ass on the street, you ain't gonna call Ghostbusters. You dig what I'm saying? LaToya Munn, good morning to you. So we have to be realistic and quit all of it. Yeah, I know these cops get out of line and it's hard at certain times. The thing is, we need them, but sometimes it's hard to trust them. That's fine. That's understood. What's understood don't have to be constantly explained. But I can guarantee you, the main ones that might feel like you might not ever have to dial 911, or you might not ever have a situation where you have to call the police. Hey, just keep on living and watch what happens. And I guarantee you, you ain't gonna pick up the phone and call Ghostbusters. Why? Because Ghostbusters ain't coming to see about your ass. Right? So sometimes we have to be careful. I'm the first one that's gonna call out any bad apple of any entity, not just the police. I'm gonna show up for any situation, not just a situation about the police. Because it's more than situations with the police that's happening. And we have to learn how to grow up sometimes. If you somebody that's been directly affected with that, hey, I understand your pain. I might can understand why you have issues. But some of us ain't never got so much as a traffic ticket from the police. But we out here talking about F12. Come on, y'all. And we must stop allowing our neighborhoods to be safe passage and safe harborages for criminals. Definitely that. And that's probably one of our most problematic issues. Saying it all go back into we keep enabling them and making them feel like it's okay. Because why? We harbor them. As parents, you know when your damn kid ain't going to McDonald's every day getting no money, but he steady coming home every day. He flashing. Every day he coming home with something that you know he ain't going to no 9 to 5 to get. But you cool because he got you a little bracelet. You sitting around talking about, ooh, look what little Jeff gave me. And you know damn hell well little Jeff done stole that. You know little Jeff was part of the jump and grab up there at the Wolf Chase. Smash and grab or whatever they call it now. All manners of things going on. But we want to just act like, oh, it go on everywhere. I don't live everywhere. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay? So I don't give a damn about everywhere. I got to care about where I'm at. And where I'm at, I'm seeing too many things going on and popping off that seem to just go away with, most of the time, a slap on the wrist. And if it ain't, then we gonna pile up and demand that you gotta let Lil Ricky go. Lil Ricky didn't mean that. Well, why did Lil Ricky do that? Not just once, but Lil Ricky got a whole damn rap sheet and we still here talking about Lil Ricky didn't mean that. Lil Ricky a good child. Well, his records don't say that. You dig? His records don't say that, ma'am. I just talked about that yesterday when you're sitting there talking about what Lil Ricky was about to do. Lil Ricky was getting ready to go off to college, this, that, and that. I don't want to hear that, because if Lil Ricky was preparing himself to get ready to go off to college, why is Lil Ricky part of the flash mob steady breaking in these clothing stores and liquor stores? Okay? Linda said, need harder punishment in Memphis. Of course. But But who's willing to really stand behind it? As Greg was saying earlier, every time they do something to try to curb it, then hey, we the first ones running down there talking about, no, y'all don't need to do that. Y'all don't need to do that. They trying to take their rights away. They can be on Beale Street. Yeah, they can, but they don't need to have their ass on Beale Street shooting up everything and acting a damn fool. I ain't got no problem with them being on Beale Street. I got a problem with them down there acting a damn fool. J-Rod, what's good with it, famo? Hold them accountable. It's what we don't want to do. Because we always want to keep a sympathy trip going on. We always want to keep hope alive. Yeah, I do too. I keep hope that, at some point in time, the mindsets will change. But until then, hey, I got to keep my head on a swivel. Okay? So I still got to keep my head on a swivel while I'm keeping hope alive. It's what it is. Greg says, my last comment, we must stop hero worshiping dope boys and other criminals. Folks be straight up poisoning and destroying our neighborhoods, and we worship them because they give away some damn groceries or give a damn block party. Oh yeah. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing new. We celebrate the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They heroes. But that's also the program of us. Are they wrong for really just adapting to the program? Because they know all they got to do is come through the hood once a year and give you a damn turkey, and that you going to keep repping them. You dig what I'm saying? They pull up and give out a few backpacks. Hey, they still king of the turf. You know? So it's a lot of truth in that. But that's pretty much every day. You know what I'm saying? Crime in Memphis, y'all. What would you recommend be done? You dig what I'm saying? What do you think needs to be done? Even after this video is over, I'll still be looking at the comments. But it's time to have some discussions and quit beating around the bush about it. Quit playing around and acting like this shit ain't real out here. Cause it is. And it's time to have some real conversations about it. You somebody running for office or something like that, hey, you need to be chopping it up with GKP. Y'all get all this campaign money, you run around flossing. Call and talk to the real, the people that's out here for real. Stop getting all these photo damn shops and shoots that y'all believe in that's gonna put your ass in office. No, it ain't. I get sick of that. Come sit down and have a real conversation. Let me ask your ass some questions. Stop going somewhere where you comfortable. Stop talking to the people that you comfortable with. Sometimes you gotta get some uncomfortability. And I'm that nigga. Okay? Come holler at me. If I need to put the 3-piece on, I'll put the 3-piece on, but I'ma still have it going on with the real shit. See, y'all hide behind all this money, folks donating to you and things like that, and y'all go out and get the billboards and get on channel 3, 5, and 13 like you really got a mission. Now come and holler at the people that's really got their feet to the asphalt every day. Come and talk to the people that's independently owned and operated and ain't with the program. Come holler at us. See, y'all don't want to talk to me because I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm going to be straight up with respect, but I ain't finna beat around the bush And I ain't finna sugarcoat the things that we really need to understand about why you feel like you the man or the woman for the job. J-Rod said parents got to get control of their own life. Money got these folks leaving the kids to raise them. Man, if you didn't just say it, because that's definitely what's going on. Kids raising themselves because parents chasing everything, or parents haven't put themselves in position to honestly be able to deal with the children that they bear. They ain't take time enough to get their own self together. And if you ain't got your own damn self together, ain't no way you gonna be able to organize nobody else, including your children. I just talked about that yesterday. The children are a reflection of what they see at home. They're a representation of what they get at home. If they ain't getting no discipline at home, hell, ain't nothing nobody in the street gonna be able to do damn what the teacher say. Preacher too. Cause why? That's not how it goes in my house. In my house, I got free reign to pretty much do anything and say anything. In other words, in my house, everything goes. But once they go somewhere else, and the things that go in their house don't go like that in the street, they got a problem with that. So they begin to act out. They begin to do things. They begin to show out. Cause why? You done put some restraint on them. You done said something about order. Something that they ain't used to. So they automatically get offended with your ass because now you done brought up talking about some order? Oh no, I don't know nothing about that. See, they ain't got no more James Evans no more. You can't James Evans the kids no more. You know, back in the day on Good Times, hell, boy came over there to visit Michael, and he got beside himself a little too much. James had to tighten him up. So you can't do that in 2023, because somebody gonna come back over there and shoot you up. That's why I don't make it my business to volunteer to deal with everybody's children, because some people handle their children a different way. And they children gonna feel like you a foreigner when you start talking about certain things of discipline to them, of order to them. You dig what I'm saying? They don't get down with that. So you automatically become the villain and not the hero. But the parents that's at home that ain't offering no discipline, that ain't got no rules and regulations, they stay their hero. Why? Because, hey, they can get away with anything. Greg says, we have always had latchkey kids, though. The difference now is that we aren't allowing the village to be involved to help. Exactly. Exactly. You can't say nothing to nobody damn kids. I just told you, they will shoot you. They'll come up there and basically attempt to whoop your ass about your child acting a fool. Because that child went home and said simply, the teacher don't like me. Now the teacher trying to tell your ass to get somewhere and sit down. Something you don't hear all the time at home. Okay? Vicky says, where do we begin? Every institution is corrupt. Uh-oh, let me check. Go ahead, caller. All right. Obviously that call dropped, but we are here. Give me a call back if you want to. We are here live. But yeah, every institution, you know, you gotta wonder. Can't take them to the daycares. Daycare workers corrupt. In there doing all manners of things. Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Let me see if I can get this caller back.
Please leave your message for...
All right. Well, call if you want to. You can give me a call back. We ain't gonna put nobody out there like that, but we are live, y'all. Crime in Memphis. What would you recommend be done? Okay, the caller keep trying to get in. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll try to call him back one more time. Let's see. Get him on here. We want to get him on here. We want to give him an opportunity.
Hey, hello.
All right, caller. I think we got you in. What's going on, my man?
What's up, GKP? This Greg, man.
Greg, what's good, man? You got some stuff going on. You talking to us today. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir, man. So I had to take a little step out a little minute to say a little thing or three. But look here, man. All right, so this is one of my examples of one of the issues I was talking about, right? So I had a friend of mine moving to some apartments down in Whitehaven a few years ago, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes she wasn't there. So one day she was on the phone with me. And so she goes, hold up. I hear somebody, I think somebody coming in my apartment. So I'm like, all right. I said, well, stay on the phone with me. And so next thing you know, she screams. And I said, hey, what happened? She said, somebody trying to come in my apartment. So I said, hang up, call 911. All right. So 20, 30 minutes later, she calls me back. So what had happened was this. The little neighbor's son, her son from next door, the neighbor's son from next door was breaking into her apartment. I guess he didn't realize she was there. Wow. So I'm on the phone with her while she's talking to the cop, and this boy's mama is over there mad cussing at her because she called the police.
Wow.
And she mad. So I'm actually hearing this with my own ears, bro. Mm-hmm. And so the girl is mad because my friend called the police because her excuse was that maybe her son was hungry.
So he gonna break into her house to eat illegally instead of knocking on the door asking for a damn sandwich. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And she mad at her.
Wow.
And this boy done everything wrong possible, but yet and still, she's mad at my friend, not her son.
Wow. That's how
and so
it is.
that's the issue. That's part of the issue we're facing nowadays. And just like I put in my comment, man, the village was live and thriving back in the day, 20, 30 years ago. The village was live and thriving. You couldn't go down the block, act a damn fool, with no consequences.
Exactly. Exactly.
And we fast forward to now, man, you cannot say anything to these children a lot of times, man. You just can't. They could be wrong as three left shoes, but man, when mama or daddy get word of it, they want to fight you. They bring in their cousin Ray. They just got out of prison.
Everybody coming
to fight because this little boy or girl was in the wrong. And it is emboldened the behavior.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me. This was many moons ago. So I was out front working on my car, right? Mm-hmm. So it was these two little dudes. They playing a little curveball, right? Mm-hmm. And man, they just cussing like nobody's business, right? I mean, using a compound cuss word.
Exactly.
And I'm like, dang. So I got up, and I walk over and I was like, hey, fellas, can y'all, keep that cussing down to a minimum? With just two of them out there. I said, if anything, just respect my lady over here.
That's right.
Because she was sitting out there with me while I was working on the car. And so I'm looking at him. I was like, man, man, look. And one of them And one of them, he got to looking at me up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You know that look.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I looked, I'm like thinking to myself, oh, well, damn. Is it about to go down?
Yeah, it's about to pop off. What you got?
And so I said, I kind of, I'm trying to bring the temperature down. I said, look, man, I'm just asking y'all, to respect my lady, bro. Yada, yada. I said, well, man, how old are you? Old enough to mind my business. Like, oh.
Wow. Okay.
Man, look. Whew. I was like, I'm glad it's me and not anybody else.
That's right.
But somebody else might have got with them little dudes.
That's right. That's right. He ran into somebody that had the restraint and the wisdom to know to have restraint at that time when you really want to take and choke him out, probably because of the disrespect. And this is
the
what
flash was on.
Oh, yeah.
That flash in my mind was my hands around their throat. That was the first flash in my mind.
Really?
But look, man. But thing about it, the crime, man. We got to get a handle on it. As my comments I made, man. We got some issues. We don't want to address them. And I've heard this said by plenty of people. They blame poverty for the problem. Yes, it's poverty. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe it was a plan back in the day. Mm-hmm. But what do we do? Do we just sit back on our laurels and just allow the animalistic behavior to go on because it was caused by somebody else?
Exactly. We want to continue to keep playing the blame game, but how long does that really last? Or work.
Right. I mean, yeah, sure we need this and we need that. But at the same time, man, we do not have to sit back and allow this to keep going on, And then the first thing we holler, is, we don't want the white people in our neighborhoods. We don't want the cops in our neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. But damn, if you can sit here and say that we don't own nothing, well, where are we going to get the help from?
That's right. There you go.
We can't have it all both ways. We cannot keep having it both ways. I'm trying to because it's not working.
Exactly. We want selective help. We want the help that we want, and anything else is uncivilized, basically, or it's intruding in our community. When really sometimes it's what we need, and we know it's what we need. Like I said, I don't know nobody that gets in a situation that dial and call the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters ain't showing up. You did.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I hear people talk about, white people hate us. We the most hated, yada, yada, yada. But then when you look at our crime statistics, well, first off, crime is a matter of, opportunity, mm-hmm. and in relation to what's the word I'm looking for? GKP, proximity.
Exactly.
It's opportunity and proximity. Mm-hmm. So white people rob and kill white people. Black people rob and kill black people. Exactly. Right?
Exactly.
But if we're going to sit here and say that we're the most hated race there is, well, damn, does that include us hating us?
Exactly. And why aren't we showing the love?
We're victimizing it. Right.
Why aren't we showing the love to ourselves that we want everybody else to show us?
Right. We want everybody else to leave us alone and don't criminalize us, but we brutalize and victimize each other all day long.
Real.
That is unsustainable.
It ain't gonna work.
That is unsustainable. It infuriates me, and it also saddens me. Exactly. Because when did we lose the love for being black? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When do we lose it? When do we make it acceptable to start, like I said, brutalize and victimize ourselves?
That's right.
Back in the day, the fight, fight the power, yada, yada, yada. We knew the enemy, if you wanted to call it the enemy. We knew where it came from.
That's right.
Now, we still blame the white man for everything. There was a time, GKP, man, when I was in the 80s, late 70s, mm-hmm. man, where the message to each other was beautiful.
That's right.
We could be anything we wanted to be, man. We were making strides. And we were making strides. We were doing it in spite of. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You look back to our folks in the 50s. I'm gonna start in the 50s and 60s, you know, when we were trying to end oppression, we were trying to come out of the Jim Crow, you know, and man, our people dress sharp. You know, we didn't sink to excuses.
That's right.
They strive. Man, these people died to go to school, yada, 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 yada. To get the things that were denied to us, these people sacrificed. Now we can't even get our folks to go to school. We don't want to work, you know.
Exactly.
We want to sit back and, you know, rob and steal from each other and kill each other. How do we get to where we are, you know? Exactly. I don't understand it because, like I said, our message in the 70s and 80s was beautiful.
Exactly.
It was beautiful. We loved
black
each other.
was beautiful then, but now black has become beautiful. One of the ugliest things you can imagine. Simple as that. Yeah. We used to be our brother's keeper, but now we our brother's killer. Okay.
Right.
It's what it is.
And it's like I said, man, it's saddening. And like I said, though, we want to sit here and well, we can blame, like I said, white people, the CIA for the crack epidemic. Man, look, my take is just different, and I fall out of favor with a lot of black people with some of the way I think.
Hey, it's just the way it goes, man. Join the club.
But if we're gonna sit here and blame the CIA for, okay, so I don't give a damn if they came and dropped a pallet of crack off in the middle of a black neighborhood. We didn't have to sell it to each other.
That's right. That's right.
We didn't have to sell it to each other.
Exactly.
You know, and they said, well, you create poverty and you create this. Man, look. When it's all said and done, it's still about choices.
Exactly.
You know,
that's what it's about.
How can you choose to destroy your own neighborhood for the sake of lining your pockets? Yeah. Where's your love?
Exactly. Where's the love?
Mm-hmm. And then we sit here and we idolize and hero worship people like the olden days of the Bumpy Johnsons, the Biggie Smalls, or the Madam, what was her name in the movie Hoodlum? Madam. I can't remember her name, up in Harlem and all that.
Yeah, I remember.
And then you bring it all down south, you know, and these people are blatantly destroying their own neighborhoods, or neighborhood they probably didn't even live in, but you know, or got out of, but still came back to poison and destroy.
Exactly.
You know, but we hero worship them for various different reasons, which was a flawed logic, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. It was a flawed logic. Yeah, sure, they prospered in spite of the white man or whatever trying to keep them down. But guess who throat they had their feet on?
Come on now. Exactly.
You know?
That's right.
They didn't go to the white neighborhood to sell their crap.
Stepping on each other's neck.
Right, stepping on each other's necks.
Yes,
you
sir.
know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. GKP, like I said, man, you know, we got to have that hard conversation amongst ourselves. We got to stop pointing fingers and start holding hands.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And stop looking for ready-made excuses. Stop giving ready-made excuses.
Exactly.
Oh, you're not a criminal. You're just impoverished. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And what? You know.
What's
a lot
next?
Of us came.
What's next?
You know,
yeah,
so just because, you know, we were slaves. Yes, we suffered through the oppression. Yes, we suffered through Jim Crow. But guess what, though? We're not slaves anymore.
That's right. And let me just say this. A lot of times, to me, we take that we thing, as I'm going to say again, in our own selective way when it's convenient for us. Because when you really look at it, the average, most of us that are living around my age, maybe yours, you know what I'm saying? We ain't picked no cotton. We ain't been beat with no whips. And when we came into existence, there were a lot of things available and a lot of things had changed. So while, yes, we like to use that what we went through, a lot of us that's claiming the we really ain't never been through anything. We just didn't never take our opportunities as they came and make something out of it and make something better out of the opportunities that came. We just believe in, like you said, that good old excuse, that good old get us out of whatever and make everybody feel sorry for us when we say certain things or when we want to, you know, get that sympathy trip. And that's what we face with a lot of times. And that's why it's a never-ending cycle, or at least it hasn't ended yet. Let me just say that. Yeah.
I don't know. And, you know, when I talk like this or when other black people talk like this, first thing people want to say is, you saying racism is over. ain't saying nothing close to that. Ain't saying nothing close to that. But don't tell me that this is the 60s and the 50s. We ain't living like that no more.
We ain't living like that no more, dog. Real talk. And
is racism over? No. But still, don't tell me that I'm oppressed simply because my ancestors were.
Real, that's
Don't
right.
tell me that.
Exactly.
No, yes, they have the white people or whatever, they have a 400-year, head start. Okay, fine and dandy. But at the same time, I do have a start now.
That's right.
Now they hit us with the pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and then give us no boots. Guess what, man? We got boots now.
Let me say let me say this, because this conversation is what it is, and I'll say this: we'll never catch up if we keep living mentally behind. Okay?
Exactly.
We'll never catch up if we keep living mentally behind and we keep focusing on what was as opposed to what is now. Hey, we ain't never gonna catch up, bro. It is what it is.
I mean, it just like, and let me say this and I'm gonna get out of here,
yes,
man.
sir. Go ahead.
So, the thing we always talk about, yes, like I said, the Head Start, the unfair, advantage, the disproportionate numbers of this, that, and the other as it relates to us and white people. Let's face it. All we're talking about is us and white people, the two majorities of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have to say this, GKP, the numbers are always going to be skewed.
Mm-hmm.
We're only 12.7% of the country.
That's right.
So the numbers are always going to be skewed.
That's right.
So we can't continue to use that excuse.
As opposed to the other race being about what, 57% or somewhere along there.
Somewhere up there around 60%.
There you go.
So the numbers are always going to be skewed, and we know. I know this. Every black person knows this. Yes, we have to work a little harder, sometimes a lot harder. Yes, we know that. But let's work harder.
Simple.
Don't
just
let
do
the
it.
hard work stop.
Just be
don't
like Nike and
stop.
just do it. Don't keep making more excuses for not than doing. Okay, we make more excuses for not than just doing. Okay, simple.
Yeah, fight the good fight, man. Continue to fight. I think that's kind of where we fell off track, is that we stopped the fight, and everybody knows war tactics change, right? Yeah, you had this, back in the day it was sea, then it was on land, beach assault, and now, they went to the airplanes, now it's stealth and computers. So war tactics change. So yeah, we got to change our tactics.
That's right.
So we can't just go kicking doors down and stuff like that. Now we got to figure out another ways to come through the door, and it's just that simple.
That's right.
Now, is it easier said than done? Of course it is. Everything just about is. But we have a lot of tools at our disposal now.
That's right.
We have a lot of tools, man, and I think we have more tools than excuses.
Exactly.
But the excuses are overriding the tools.
Excuses are like they used to tell me, like a-holes. Everybody got one.
Everybody got
one. You
dig
what I'm saying? At some point in time, like you said, we stopped the fight and we started the pointing, which ultimately stopped the pursuit. Okay?
Right.
When we were pursuing and not really worrying about the blame, not pointing fingers, hey, we were moving.
Yep.
Now we're at a standstill.
Now we're at a standstill, man. I just, and we're better than that. We've always been better than that, man. The crap our ancestors overcame, right now they be kicking our asses every day. If our ancestors could meet up with us now.
Real. I agree.
They be slapping us around.
And
man,
we probably be in shock and awe at some of the things they would tell us as far as where, what happened. Why aren't y'all continuing? Why y'all standing still? We died and we fought for so many things that we believed in. But now nobody's fighting no more. Everybody's just blaming. And the only people we really are fighting is our own selves.
Yep.
You did.
How the hell did we get here?
How did we get here, Greg? Real, man.
And then like I said, man, a lot of times I fall out of favor. with other black people, and because they wonder, why are you saying such things? Well, why am I not saying such things? We have to be harder on ourselves than the other people are on us.
That's right.
Because it's up to us to get us out of wherever we're trying to get out of and wherever we're trying to get to.
Exactly. I always
if we're
say,
going to say it's about us and not about them, then we want to try to do it. And we, once again, we don't have that kind of power.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, fine. But still at the same time, don't be afraid to accept that help.
There you go.
Don't be afraid to accept it.
Exactly.
Good Lord, man.
They got a saying that says, I ain't too proud to beg. I also can't be too prideful to receive. Okay?
Right. Now we understand, I don't need you to, I don't need you to give me a handout, open up the door, I get it myself.
That's right.
Okay, but still allow them to open the door.
Exactly. Or if there is an open door, don't be afraid to walk on through it.
Man, don't be afraid to high step Deion Sanders walk through that thing.
Damn right. Get your ass in the door. And I often tell. Go ahead, Greg.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here, man. So, and when it comes to the excuse thing and the war is me, and they won't let us have this and they won't let us have that. Man, if you see a guy come up and set your house on fire, you see him walk up and set your house on fire, are you still gonna let your house just burn down just because this guy set it on fire? Mm-hmm. No, man, you're gonna try your best to put that fire out and then rebuild.
That's right.
Not just sit on the curb with your head in your hands.
That's
you
right.
burn my house down and that's that on that. Nah, man, damn all that.
You gonna go grab some water. You ain't gonna let that MF burn, okay? You gonna try to do something about it. It's simple as that.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Greg.
Man, look, I appreciate you giving me this time to get it off my chest, man.
No doubt, bro.
I'm gonna keep listening in, though, bro.
Hey,
I got a couple
Greg.
of things I gotta take care of.
Respect, man. Thank you for calling in for sure. Next time.
Appreciate you.
No
yes,
doubt.
Sir.
Y'all already know who it is.
That's real talk right there, y'all. The talk, like he said, that a lot of times we're afraid to have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? One thing I tell myself every day, and in life I've told myself, I'm my own biggest critic, okay? Before I let somebody else criticize me, I'm my own biggest critic. I'm criticizing myself. I'm looking in the mirror saying, what can I do? Before I say, what can somebody else do? What can I do to make it better, to fix it, and to ease what it is I'm going through and dealing with? You dig what I'm saying? Bob had a comment here. Bob said, I tried to get the churches to work together and pray and help with presenting the Lord. Even tried to work with leaders on the streets, but they didn't really want, let me get it back up there, Bob. But they didn't really want to get involved. It's the Christians' job to witness and spread the word of God. I had ministered in parks and other places, but it was said I was out of attention. I was out for attention. Let us pray for Memphis. God bless. And that's what happens a lot of times. People, and that's not to say, nobody is trying. Because it's people trying. It's people that have tried. It's many of us that try each and every day still. But it seems like the ones that are trying are outnumbered by those that don't give a damn. You dig? Vicky says, we must know our history. Trust me, we are going backwards because we don't know the truth. Bob says it's the black churches I'm talking about. Bob also says the Lord Jesus is the answer. Let's be for real. Oh, it all starts with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And having a relationship with Him. I often say people get so caught up into the membership, but it's bigger than the membership. The relationship is bigger than the membership. Okay? You ain't got to be nowhere to develop a relationship. It's not about a denomination. It's about a personal relation with the Most High. everybody, once again, ain't gonna be on the same level. Okay? It ain't about being holier than thou, but it is about being holy enough, getting your own understanding, getting your own understanding of what kind of relationship you need to have. Okay? But we get so caught up into, and that's why oftentimes I say churches a lot of times ain't no different than the gangs on the streets, than the Bloods, the Crips, and the Vice Lords, and all of that. Because it's all territorial. It's all about turf. How much turf I can buy up. But I don't give a damn how many acres you own. If you ain't helping nobody, then you just own nothing. You own dry land. That's all. You own dry land. Because nobody's being watered. Nobody's being filled. Nobody's being fed. Then that's the problem. Everybody in competition. Even at the church. So a lot of times we wonder why people don't deal with the church. Hell, because they feel like the church ain't no different than what they dealing with in the streets. It ain't a place of refuge no more. It's no longer a sacred place. You got more pointing fingers going on in the church than in the streets. And that becomes a problem because then the help is definitely stalled out. Crime in Memphis, y'all. What do you recommend be done? I appreciate each and every person that stops through the room, that came in, even the ones that'll watch later. And like I said, feel free to keep it going. Put your comments in the comment section. And this ain't the first conversation we'll have about it. We'll have some more. Especially leading up to, like I said, now we're leading up to electing more officials and things like that. And I'm gonna say again, if you somebody running for office and you don't want to talk to the regular people, you don't want to come and having a real uncensored conversation, you know what I'm saying? An unscripted conversation. I don't care if we do it over the phone. I got all kind of access. Call me. I'll call y'all. But it's sad that we sit around and we have all this, we get all these campaigns and campaign funds and all of that, and we don't do nothing but go out and just talk around the people that we gonna feel comfortable with. We don't want to get put in an uncomfortable place. But we still want all of the people that's out here living uncomfortable to give you a vote. And we gotta quit that. I'm self-owned. I'm independently owned and operated. It ain't no can I. It's a when I when it comes to GKP. And I can guarantee you, I deal with the same type of things. You're gonna be in a better situation than you're gonna be in with News Channel 3, 5, 13, 24, and all of that. Come chop it up with me. Come sit down and let's have a real conversation. That's how I get down. Stop putting yourself around the things that you know gonna keep you in that comfort zone. That ain't gonna really make you think and make you have to offer a real answer. Because the question is gonna be just as real and direct and not something staged. Get in contact with me, because I'm following most of y'all, and you know who it is. You already know how I get down. You see me. I done ran into a lot of y'all. But all you do is say, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get together. But I don't hear from you. I'm looking to hear from you, because even if I don't hear from you, I'm definitely gonna be speaking on you. Okay? Even if I don't hear from you, I'm definitely going to be speaking on you, and I'm going to be allowing the people to speak on you. Because we tired. We tired of the shambles, of the propaganda, of the politics. Stop using the politics to get a position. And you knowing when you get in position, you ain't gonna be no different than those that have already been in position. What's different about you? What are you going in to change? What are you going in to fix? Or are you going in to just pick up some more change and never really fix anything? Get that GKP. I ain't hard to find. I be everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation. Let's let the people really hear from you. The real way. Not this old programmed ass way. And I guarantee you we can have that conversation. We can be real and we can be respectful. I ain't here to disrespect nobody. But I am here to dissect somebody as far as what they going for. If you running for a position, I need to dissect your intent. So y'all going to these people that y'all telling them what they can ask and what they can't. Now come holler at me. And let me ask you the questions that need to be asked. Where you at? Pull up, or either I'll pull up. I'm mobile with it. I'll come to you. That's how I get down. And as I said before, GKP ain't gotta ask, can I? It's about when I. You understand what I'm saying? So what's up with it? Yeah, Vicky, you right. That's all they want. They want y'all money. Cause they damn sure don't want to spend none. And even with GKP, it ain't all about no money. Cause I just told you I run this. So it's already financed. But it's sad for me to see the money that's thrown away out here for null and void conversations. If I'm gonna put my money out there, I'm gonna put it out there and I'm gonna go do something that's real. I'm gonna go have a real conversation. Cause I want people to know where I'm coming from. I want people to know who I am for real. And this the platform where they gonna find that out. Cause I ain't gonna have it no other way. Cause on here we gonna keep it 100. Cause 99 and a half just won't do. And it ain't always pleasing to the ears. It ain't always pleasant to the eyesight. But one thing about it, it's gonna be true. Ain't no makeup around here. And ain't nothing filtered. This is actual intelligence, not artificial. You understand me? And with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all once again that stopped through the room. Those that'll watch later, I appreciate you as well. And anybody that want to have a conversation, anybody that want to be heard, get at GKP. And we gonna make that happen. You dig what I'm saying? Respect. Off song on, y'all. I'm gone.
Y'all already know who it is. Y'all already know who it is.